Bachelorette Clare Crawley defends quitting second reality show. April 29, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Clare Crawley famously quit The Bachelorette after finding love with Dale Moss. She defended quitting another recent reality show. Keep reading to find out why she left and why fans haven't seen her on Bachelor Nation shows in a while. Clare Crawley shares update after mom's devastating death. Clare Crawley is one of the most repeat Bachelor Nation alums in the franchise's history. She appeared on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise twice, and Bachelor Winter Games, so she is very well known among fans of the show. She detailed her mother's battle with Alzheimer's. Her mom sadly passed away earlier this year. The reality star recently opened her Instagram DMs to questions from fans. One person asked how Clare was doing after her mother's death. She said that it really is a long goodbye when losing someone to Alzheimer's. Clare revealed that she mourned her mother long ago and was almost happy now at the thought of her parents reunited. Bachelorette star defends quitting second reality show. Clare Crawley has a reputation for being very outspoken. Fans still talk about how she told Juan Pablo Galavis off when he sent her home on The Bachelor. Clare was named the Bachelorette lead for season 16, but she found love faster than she or the show expected. After just a few episodes, she knew Dale Moss was the one, and they both quit the show to be together. It didn't work out with Dale, but she still got her happily ever after. Clare married Ryan Dawkins in 2023 and welcomed a daughter, Rowan, via surrogate in 2024. She said a while ago that she would love to join a reality competition like The Traitors or Special Forces. However, neither show came calling, but Hulu did. Clare was among the contestants on the first season of the streamer's reality show Got to Get Out. All 8 episodes of the show are online, but Clare didn't last the entire way through the show. She decided to go home in episode 6. A fan asked Clare Crawley via DM the real reason she left the show. Clare replied that the real reason was the same reason she gave at the time: she was homesick. She said that before she had her husband and daughter, she considered leaving to film Bachelor Nation shows as a vacation. However, now that she has her own little family, she would rather stay home with them. She would return to Bachelor Nation with conditions. Bachelor Nation fans might think that Clare Crawley quitting The Bachelorette led to the network blacklisting her. However, she thinks there's another reason why she's not invited to any of the reality show's events. She said in an Instagram story reply that once you date or marry outside the franchise, you're no longer invited to Bachelor-related events. She added that she would be open to accepting an invitation, but with conditions. Clare Crawley has no interest in going on a podcast and spilling gossip about the franchise. Were you upset when she quit Got to Get Out? Share your reaction in the comments. If you haven't watched it yet, go stream it on Hulu. Clare Crawley defends quitting second reality show. I don't owe anyone an explanation, but here it is. Clare Crawley did it again, but this time, she's not apologizing. Clare Crawley has done what fans feared, or secretly hoped she'd do. She's walked away from another reality show, after becoming known as the woman who shocked Bachelor Nation by quitting The Bachelorette mid-season in 2020 to pursue a whirlwind engagement with Dale Moss. Clare has made headlines once again, this time for quitting a second high-profile reality TV project before it finished filming. But here's the twist: she's not sorry. In fact, Clare is speaking out louder than ever, dragging producers, clapping back at trolls, and explaining why her decision this time was even harder, but even more justified. Chapter 1. The build-up nobody saw coming. The whispers started months ago. Clare, now 43, was confirmed as one of the headlining stars of a new wellness and survival-themed celebrity reality show being filmed in a remote location in British Columbia. Think The Challenge meets Survivor, but with a spiritual twist. Titled Grounded and Gritty, The show was being promoted as a raw, unfiltered look at public figures reconnecting with nature and themselves. Sources say Clare signed on excited, rejuvenated, and ready to show a new, deeper side of herself. She was in such a positive place going into this, one insider said. She really believed this was her redemption arc. But just 3 episodes into filming, Clare packed her bags and vanished. Production halted. Rumors exploded. Had Clare been medically evacuated? Had she broken a rule? Or had history repeated itself? Chapter 2. The online backlash was immediate and brutal. The moment the news broke, Bachelor Nation exploded. Within hours, Clare Crawley quits again was trending on X, formerly Twitter, and the memes were savage. Clare Crawley has commitment issues with everything except hair extensions. If Clare quit one more time, the show should just start calling it The Clare. Even former contestants chimed in. An anonymous Bachelorette alum told Us Weekly, "It's just disappointing. You hope people evolve. You hope they learn how to stick it out when things get uncomfortable. But maybe Clare's just not that girl." But fans weren't the only ones talking. Production sources began to leak. She refused to follow the itinerary. She was always asking for changes to the schedule. She said it felt like emotional imprisonment. She wasn't vibing with the spiritual guide. Honestly, she left in the middle of a thunderstorm, barefoot. Chapter 3. Clare breaks her silence. Clare took to Instagram to post a 12-minute video that nobody expected, and it hit over 2.4 million views in less than 24 hours. Sitting in a dimly lit living room, wearing no makeup, and holding a mug that said, "Trust yourself," Clare told her side of the story and didn't hold back. "You all know me as the girl who left the Bachelorette. Some of you called me impulsive. Some of you called me brave. I've been called both. This time, I walked away again, and I'm here to say I stand by it." She called the new show emotionally manipulative and spiritually exploitative, claiming it was less about growth and more about ratings. There's a difference between pushing someone outside their comfort zone and breaking them. What happened on that set crossed the line. Clare described a particular moment where she says she was pressured to relive her past trauma on camera, despite multiple private refusals. "They wanted me to talk about my childhood abandonment issues. I said no. They said, 'But your pain is inspiring.' I said, 'My healing is private now.' That's when I knew this wasn't my space." Chapter 4. Support from unexpected corners. While fans debated, some unexpected names came to Clare's defense. Trista Sutter, the very first Bachelorette, commented, "Proud of you for honoring your peace. Reality TV isn't reality, and you deserve to walk away from anything that violates your growth." Rachel Lindsay, who's been outspoken about mental health and reality TV exploitation, reposted Clare's video and added, "We need to stop punishing women for having boundaries." Even Dale Moss, Clare's former fiancé, quietly liked the video, despite the two not being publicly linked for over a year. And in a surprising twist, one of Clare's grounded and gritty castmates reached out anonymously to a blogger. She was the only one brave enough to say what we were all thinking. The difference is, she had the guts to walk away. Some of us are still under contract. Chapter 5. Producers clap back, and so does Clare. Producers of Grounded and Gritty released a short statement days later. Clare Crawley chose to leave the show of her own accord. "We wish her well and are disappointed she was unable to continue the journey of self-discovery with us." Sources inside the network say producers were furious and blindsided, especially since Clare allegedly agreed to no walkout clauses. There's talk of breach of contract legal action, but Clare, she's unbothered. "I'd rather be sued for walking away from harm than paid to endure it," she said in a follow-up story. She also shared a photo of herself walking through a forest, captioned, "You can't heal in the same environment that hurt you. even if they call it a retreat. Chapter 6. This isn't just a pattern. It's Clare's brand now. For years, Clare Crawley was misunderstood, even ridiculed, for her emotional honesty. She was too much, too sensitive, too quick to fall in love. But now, she's embracing the idea that walking away isn't weakness, it's power. In a recent podcast appearance on Off the Vine with Caitlin Bristow, Clare said, "People say I quit, but I call it choosing myself. The truth is, I've outgrown this version of reality TV. I'm not someone who wants to cry for entertainment anymore." And yet, Clare hasn't ruled out all future TV appearances. She just wants them on her terms. "If Oprah calls, I'll answer. But if another producer tells me to unpack my trauma under a waterfall while wearing a mic, I'll run in the other direction." Chapter CVN. What's next for Clare Crawley? Despite the storm of criticism, Clare is thriving offline. She and husband Ryan Dawkins are still going strong, recently celebrating their one-year wedding anniversary with a vow renewal in Tahoe. Her fertility journey, which she documented previously, has reportedly taken a positive turn, though she's kept recent updates private. Her hair care brand, Hydra Bloom by Clare, just landed in over 200 Ulta stores across the U.S. In short, Clare isn't just surviving the backlash, she's flourishing. A close friend told Reality Tea Insider, "She's never been more confident. She knows who she is. Walking away didn't ruin her. It reminded her of her worth." Chapter 8. Why this could hit different. What makes this exit more complex is that it didn't come from a place of desperation, but intention. Clare Crawley wasn't being chased out, bullied, or blindsided. She simply chose not to compromise. She prioritized peace over performance. In her own words, "This time, I didn't leave for a man. I didn't leave because I was heartbroken. I left because I recognized the pattern, and I decided to break it." And with that, she's challenging an entire industry. Conclusion. Clare Crawley's legacy, quitter or trailblazer? Is Clare Crawley the woman who keeps walking away, or is she the woman who knows when to leave? Depending on who you ask, she's either the most unpredictable figure in reality TV or one of its most authentic. But maybe she doesn't need to be either. As Clare put it in her last Instagram caption, "Maybe the bravest thing a woman can do isn't to stay strong, but to walk away before she has to be." Would you watch another Clare Crawley show, or has she officially closed the door on reality TV for good?